Hey, I've had a shit day, but I'm just gonna do this video. I should have done it last month, but I'm gonna do it now. Why not, right? This is a video about Austin Aries. As some of you guys may know, he's parted ways with Impact Wrestling. Uh, I think he's gonna go back to Ring of Honor, but it surprised me because I was told that he burned his bridge with Ring of Honor, just like Davey Richards did. A lot of the fans lost respect for him, but he did a lot in TNA. Like before 2011, he was in and out of the company when he was Austin Starr and all that. But he won the this tournament, this Destination X tournament. I think it was the first time they did that too. And he got a contract with TNA, and then he just had multiple X Division title reigns after that. And I guess they were planning on keeping him because they took out his generic music that he had for years, gave him some real legit music, even though the song itself is like 90 seconds. But the thing with Austin Aries is after that, from like that whole 2011, 2012 year, like that whole year, he was dominating the X Division. And then when Destination X 2012 came up, he decided that he was going to create Option C, which I think pretty much everyone's done since that show, where instead of like keeping the X title or dropping it, he decided that anyone that's the champion, if they want, could turn the X title in and fight for the world title. That's probably going to be done every year because they want to vacate the X title so that they could do their Destination X tournament. If whoever's the champion is the champion, like what are they going to do? Like keep it and not have the tournament, or just have qualifying matches and have that champion defend in the Ultimate X? Or now they don't even have those. Now they have regular matches. But yeah, he did that, and I was completely surprised that he beat Bobby Roode in Destination X 2012 for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. I thought that they were saving Austin Aries for Bound for Glory 2012, but he did headline it though. He headlined as a champion. He was a face champion, feuding with Aces and Eights, and then he turned heel because Jeff Hardy was his challenger. Uh, he lost the belt to Jeff Hardy too, and they had an even better match at that Turning Point, the ladder match, where he like Hardy was on top of the ladder, and then Aries went back and pressed the thing, and the belt was getting higher so that he wouldn't get it. But then after that, in 2013, he formed the Dirty Heels with Bobby Roode, and I didn't think that tag team was going to work, but it actually worked out pretty good. But I'm sorry, guys. I told you guys I don't feel well, so I sound like crap. But that worked. They were champions. They feuded with Hernandez, Tex-Mex, and Chavo, and Hernandez, Tex-Mex. They had the belts back and forth, the tag team titles. Yeah, great run for Austin Aries in TNA. I hated that stupid storyline with Bob Austin Aries where he was trying to expose Bully Ray for having a relationship with Brooke Hogan. That was gay. But yeah, in 2013, he was mainly in the Dirty Heels. He was in that tag team for the whole 2013 until the Bound for Glory series started. And even though they entered as a tag team, they were supposed to compete like against each other for a spot in the number one contender series. And even while that series was going on, he tried to cheat to get a title shot. That he actually disguised himself as Suicide and tried to catch an Option C. And then he lost, but he still was in the Bound for Glory series, and then Styles eliminated him. So he was out of that for good. And then I didn't get how, like when that was over, this was so weird, okay. He's a referee for MVP versus Bobby Roode. And then he turns on, because him and Bobby Roode, they broke up in a Bound for Glory series match. But then like a couple months later, he teams up with MVP as a referee for a match with Roode. Turns on MVP and then joins Team Dixie. And for Lockdown, and I was there. He was the number one guy that came out for Team Dixie. I don't know what that was. Like he joined because he wanted like 10% of the company or something. Sorry guys, people are messaging me. Not a lot of people, but some of them are. And yeah, he was the ex champion before that, but he lost it to Sonata. Sonata. For some dumb reason, he wins it back from Sonata. Cashes in option C again. I mean, I think he did it pretty much every year, or he tried to. And then he actually lost. He was the first man to use option C and win. And then he was the first man to lose. He lost to Bobby Lashley, who was the champion. Bobby Lashley destroyed him. He took Lashley to the limit, but Lashley speared him in the middle of the goddamn ring. And he even lost that four-way contender match to Bobby Roode, you know? So yeah, Aries, he didn't really like go anywhere from then. Like he was like in and out of X Division matches. Yeah, like in and out of X Division matches. He got the X title again, and then he lost it to Loki of the Beatdown Clan. He wins the little Feaster Fired World Title shot. Even though he was in the Dirty Heels because they reformed again this year, he takes forever to cash it in. But I guess they needed his cash in to be out of the way because they knew he was leaving after Slammiversary. So he cashes it in. They saved his match for last though. Spud was the first challenger. Destination X this year. He wrestles Angle in a good match, but Angle beats him. Still in the Dirty Heels, trying to win against the Wolves. And then, because they were in two tournaments, the Hardys won one, and then the series with them and the Wolves. The Wolves beat the Dirty Heels. And then this boy Aries, he left like after Slammiversary, but because the tape delayed, it appeared that he was still there. So his last program was a match made by Bully Ray, where Rockstar Spud versus Aries, Austin Aries. If Austin Aries wins, he gets to call himself Rockstar Austin Aries. And if Spud wins, Aries leaves TNA. So Rockstar Spud won, and the match was very good, but Austin Aries had to leave Impact Wrestling. He was humble, he raised his hand, and then he said congratulations, and then he said goodbye to Bobby Roode, and he left. I wish Aries the best in the luck in the world. He was Jacob Cass in that SmackDown, no, WWE 12 game. He was Jacob Cass. I remember making my Jacob Cass look like Austin Aries too, because it fit the voice. So why not? You know, it was like Austin Aries signed with WWE in the game, fighting Kevin Nash and all these guys. Good game, by the way. Good storyline. But I wish him all the luck in the world. I don't know how he made it back to Ring of Honor, but I'm glad he's there. He got work right off the bat. They were advertising him too, like even when his storyline with Impact was still going on. I want to know what you guys think about Austin Aries. He's the first man to win the Ring of Honor Championship twice. He won the TNA World Title. A lot of people thought he was like the CM Punk of TNA, maybe. Um, the sky's the limit for him. I was never a huge Austin Aries fan, but I do think he's a talented Nick. Great wrestler, great on the mic, great heel. He's a good face because he's got a lot of fans, so people can get behind him. But he's a dirty heel like the tag team was, just like Bobby Roode. But yeah, I hope Ring of Honor makes him a world champion, and I hope that he gets into a program with Lethal or something. He'll probably lose, but to Lethal because they like having their guys beat guys that just came off TNA or WWE. But yeah, I wish Austin Aries the best luck in the world because he's the greatest man that ever lived. So yeah, take care everybody, and thanks for watching this video about Austin Aries. Later.